The special Haftarah we read from Parah has the prophet talking about the time of the redemption and saying that God will cleanse us in that time. Fits in with the theme of Parah. And he says, then you'll remember all of the stuff that you did, and you'll be ashamed of it. You will loathe it. You know, there's this idea of something called Gehinnom. The Talmud always teaches about it. And tradition teaches that a person has to spend some time there after his life here to make up for, to be cleansed of, or whatever. All of the not so great stuff he did in this life before he can move on to the next life. Sort of a waiting room. Our Christian brethren are fond, some groups fonder than others, of going on about a place they call hell, which is a place of eternal punishment. There's no such thing, because there's no sin that's eternal. There's no sin that's infinite. It doesn't make sense. A person is not even really punished, cleansed, proportionate to what he's done or what he's missed. Great. So, how does it work, though? Not a clue. We don't really know what Gehinnom is. We don't really know what the next world is like. We have vague ideas, but to be honest, it's not that important, because life is in this world. And that, I think, is most telling about what Gehinnom is really meant to be. Because the next world is referred to as Olam HaEmet, the world of truth. In the next world, we see the truth, the divine, what have you. So what is this period of cleansing, if you will? I honestly believe that the torment one is believed to suffer in Gehinnom is internally driven. You're shown the truth. The problem is you can't move on to the next world, the world of truth, because you're not yet ready to handle it. You need time to process that. And you have a look at your life, and you see all of the stuff that you did that you should not have done. And you're ashamed of it. And that feeling is tormential. I think that's a word. I don't care what it is now anyway. And you see all the missed opportunities, things that you could have done that you didn't, things that you didn't do that you should have, all of the wrong decisions that you made. And that hurts. The feeling of missed opportunity. That's the true punishment. And that's what teshuvah is. When you realize your mistakes, you realize your errors, and you decide to make up for them. But you do it here. And it's much easier to do it here. Think of what you've done. Nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. And that's fine. But how do you move on from it? How do you handle it? How do you process it? And do you learn from your mistakes? Try, at least. Shabbat Shalom.